Brand Deals Masterclass. I suggest you to watch this video until the end because I'm going to show you the exact business model, if we can call it, that literally changed my life. I was creating content for years, struggling to make any money from it. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I basically changed my life. And I'm going to show you with proof because a lot of people nowadays lie. And if you don't really have any proof about it, anyone can really fake this, lying about what they have done. But brand deals literally changed my life as a creator. Look, here's my story. I was struggling, okay? I wasn't making any money from social media. I had an old HP laptop, as you can see, and I was constantly creating content for almost, this was on 2023. I was creating content for almost, I think, 2 years, 3 years, without even earning a penny. The problem wasn't really with the content. I mean, it was kinda, but the problem was with me, with systems, with my business logic. I was creating content without the direction. Look, I literally had no money. As you can see, I was shooting content on the park. I was trying to shoot some content on the park. I know I was constantly feeling like I'm looking cringe, but I was trying to make my first money. This here was one of the first brand deals I got, and they paid me, I think, something like 200 for 2 videos. I mean, I got this is where basically all started. I was creating content but never got a chance to monetize it. And in I think it was on the summer 2023, I literally got my first ever brand deal that I created 2 videos for them and promoted to my audience with over 100,000 followers. Because here's the thing, I had a lot of followers, but I was literally that broke. No money, as you can see. I didn't have a setup where I could shoot the videos. Now I'm grateful. I have set up, I'm working in new systems, I'm teaching other people how to do the same, and everything is going very good for me now. But this was my situation 2 years ago. Look, here's the date, 20 September 2023. I was and the screenshot is here on Tirana, basically where I live, right? And I managed to make almost $600 in the last 30 days. That was my best month so far in 2023. I was kind of surprised, because this opportunity was there all the time. I just didn't know how to do the right approach. Obviously now I know a lot of business about content and stuff, but back then I didn't know how to shoot videos. I was terrible at it. So I don't blame brands from paying me that amount of money, So this is basically where it all started. And this is something that changed in a couple of months. And if you're a struggling creator and you're not making enough money from social media, you're just doing all wrong when it comes to brand deals, especially because this is what we're talking in this video. So here's the thing, in 2024, this was in 2023. In 2024, I made almost $100,000 just by shooting videos for brands and basically posting them in my Instagram channel. And I only had an average of 10,000 views. Can you imagine it? Making that money with an average of 10,000 views per video. It's crazy. There are creators who have 50,000 views by average, 100,000 views by average, and don't even manage to make half of that money. Imagine if I get 100,000 views per video. Just with brand deals, I could make bags. I'm not flexing. What I know now about brand deals, about business, about offer, about positioning, about a lot of stuff really can help me do that. And can make me do that. So I'll be showing you the exact system which I have used and I'm still using to get high paying brand deals. But here's the thing, you don't really need a huge audience to get brand deals. This is the thing, I had almost more than 100,000 followers and wasn't really making about any money from it. This was because of my low quality content. This was about my low confidence. This was about my low negotiation skills. So it's it's all this, but everything changed when my mindset changed, because here's the thing. I went through a lot of mindset videos, and I tried a lot of different things until in December 2023 I basically cracked the code when it comes to brand deals. So here's the other proof. Now on I think this was on, look, in the last 30 days, almost $8,000. It's more than $8,000. Here's, as you can see, on the past 30 days I made $9,000, and this was on June, May, June. This is on June 2024. After I basically learned how to do a lot of stuff, after I learned how to negotiate, after I learned how to get high paying brand deals, after I changed my whole mindset when it comes to my value as a creator, because this is the thing. You need to position yourself as someone brands can benefit. This is not about your own benefit when it comes to brands. You have to play their game. You have to play that you are doing this for them. This is on their interest, and your offer really needs to be irresistible if you want to make this much money with brand deals. Here's another look. Last 7 days, I think this was also on, this is on June, July, sorry. This is after the June. This was on June. This is on July. So I was basically crushing it, making nearly $10,000 every month in the last year just by making 30-second videos for brands. Why? Because I had a huge following. But that's not the thing. I'll be basically explaining why you don't really need a huge audience. So my life literally changed in a couple of months. This was on 2023. This was on 2024. I managed to basically get my own setup, get my own apartment, a way better apartment that I was before, make my own mini studio here. I basically managed to do all this in 1 year just because of brand deals, making videos for brands. And now let's get into the system, because you already saw how my life changed in real time. So how you can basically do the same, or if you're a struggling creator, how you can get more brand deals, or how can you get paid more. Now let's get started. First thing first, to get brand deals you need a medium audience or a large one, because if you only have 1,000 followers, brands don't really care about you. That's the thing. Brands don't really care about you. They are looking for awareness for their product. They are looking people to buy their services, because that's why they sponsor you, right? To get more awareness to their products and more sales. So what they do care are views, obviously, but it's not about the views. It's about how much authority you have on your niche. Because if you are someone people trust, engage with the content, get a lot of likes, get views, and they can see that you are connected with your audience, you can manage to basically make a lot of money with a tiny audience. Let's say you have 10,000 followers, all right? And a brand comes to you and you get an average of 500 likes per post, 600 and 10,000 views. You can easily get $500 to $1,000 from that brand, because you already have a close connection with your audience. What else does it matter when it comes to brand deals? It matters your audience location, because most brands are interested for people who are living in Europe or living in US, because they have a higher buying power, you know, they are more likely to buy their services because, or their, whatever they are offering, whatever you're promoting, because they have more money. This is something brands care. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. If you have audience from third world countries, you'll have it hard, honestly, to negotiate brand deals. But still, it's not impossible, because if you're speaking English and you manage to attract people who speak English in, let's say, Europe or US, you can still get them to pay you a lot of money. So first thing first, what is the best niche nowadays? The best niche nowadays, in my personal opinion, to create content, because obviously you need to have an audience, because the process is very simple. You build an audience of at least 5 to 10,000 people on your niche, whatever you like to talk about, and then you start getting sponsorships, inbound and outbound. But what is inbound? Inbound is basically where the brands reach out to you first, and outbound is basically when you start, as a creator, start reaching out to brands with a message, with an email, basically cold outreach. So these are the two means to reach brands. But let's get into the brand thing. Into the niche thing. What is the best niche to make money with brand deals? In my humble opinion nowadays, not in my humble opinion, but I'm pretty sure about this, is AI, because more than 30,000 AI companies were built in the last 3 years. So there is so much potential in this niche, because all of those companies are looking for awareness, are looking to basically get more people into their products. But here's the best part. A lot of investors are investing in these AI companies. And what are AI companies going to do? They're going to improve their product, and they are going to use that money for marketing. So you're going to get a piece of that, because you are a piece of their marketing, because you are making videos for them, and you are basically increasing their exposure. So as an influencer, as a creator, you need to get a part of that, you know, because there's too much money being spent on brand deals from brands on creators, especially on the AI niche, as I said, because a lot of investors believe in AI. It's hot right now, it's trending. All of them are looking to basically crash their competition, because they also have competition with other AI companies. And one way is to basically promote their companies through creators like you. So this is an excellent chance for you. So what should you do? Because this system is pretty simple, as you can see. First thing, you need to picture your ICP. Who is your ICP? What type of companies are you looking to outreach? If you are if you are into fitness, you outreach health brands. If you are into tech, you outreach AI companies, coding companies. If you are into coding, it's the same thing, right? And after you have basically pictured the companies you'd like to work with, you make a list. Let's say I'm now using Myra. I'm now using this software, and I really enjoying using Myra, because here's the thing: you don't really have to promote everything that comes along. You need to promote to your audience quality things, because you don't really have to. You not really have to, but you shouldn't promote scam or stupid things to your audience. You only promote things that improve their life. Let's say if I really enjoy using this app, I can pretty much contact Myra for a brand deal, and I say, look, I enjoy using your service, I like your service, and I think my audience will also like. So in these brand deals, Myra gets new users, I get paid, and my audience get a service they can also use. So everyone wins. The brand wins, new people in their platform. I get a brand deal, basically I get paid to promote, or I get a free subscription based, because they pay in a lot of different ways. I get paid, brand gets paid, and you enjoy using Myra. You know, we all win. And that's a winning brand deal. And that's what you should aim for. So if you're posting about coding or AI, aim for AI companies, and this is the suggestion I would give right now to everyone who's starting out, especially if he wants to get brand deals. Now you make a list of companies and you craft a cold email. Look, here's the thing with a cold email. The purpose of cold email has to be getting them interested, right? Getting a response from them. So your offer really need to be irresistible. It needs to be based on their dream results. What are the brand's dream results? More sales, more awareness, and you are pretty sure that people who basically follow you and trust you are going to use their platform and are even going to convert into their platform because you truly believe in their service. So I think I'll go in another video to how to craft a cold email, but always promise the dream result and give yourself credibility. Like, I've worked with this company, I've reached this many people, I've done this. Always do this on your email. Keep it short, straight to the point, and try to trigger their curiosity. You need to have a very good cold email because in most cases you are going to outreach them. They are not going to come to you, especially if you are new. I mean, they will be brands. So yeah, after you craft the cold email, there are basically two ways you can get brand deals. Inbound, this is when they reach out to you. If you're a creator, have you seen those creators who leave their email on bio? Basically to get opportunities, brands who message them, people who want to work with them. So that's why they leave email in bio. And you as a creator can do the same, right? Some brands will outreach you, for a possible deal. And the next thing you should obviously do, because this is the mistake every creator is making, and I assume including you if you are already a creator. You wait for brands to outreach you, and this is the biggest mistake ever. Don't do this. You need to outreach at least 20 to 30 brands a week. You need to find somehow a way to outreach them. I mean, I've listed a couple of ways you can do that, but you need to outreach them. If you're making $1,000 with inbound, them outreaching you basically and get a deal, imagine how many deals you would get if you start outreaching to them, because some of them might not really see you. So just because you start outreaching to them first, outbound, you will probably make 3 or 4x more money. If you make $1,000 and you also start with outbound, crafting a cold email and outreaching those brands, you're going to make 2,000, 3,000, just because you are basically outreaching them. Because a lot of them might be interested in making a deal with you, but they don't see you. They haven't seen you around. They haven't seen you yet. They haven't seen your profile like those brands who have seen you. So you go to them. Always go to them, because a lot of creators, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people who create content are too lazy to do this. But this is where the money is, on outbound. So this is something you need to do right now. Craft a cold email, make a list of brands you want to collaborate with basically on your niche, and start outreaching them. And now I'm going to show you basically how you can do that. First thing is LinkedIn. You find the brand's marketing manager or influencer marketing specialist, or whoever is handling their marketing, and message them. It's as easy as that. You search the company and see who works on marketing and message them with your offer. Basically how you can help them get more reach, more conversion, and how your audience interests you. Now, the next thing, website. You go on their website and there's always a section, contact us. You click the section, fill out the form, and they will, in most cases, reach out to you. A lot of time they reach out to me. And this is another way you can outreach. I go on Myra website, I find the contact us button or page, and I basically fill the form and wait for Myra to give me a response. Another one is hunter.io, is a website where you can basically find their emails. The next thing, marketing. But what does this mean, Fabian? What does marketing means? A lot of time these brands don't really handle influencer marketing by themselves. They usually have an agency that does it for them, and agencies usually reach out to you first. So agencies usually are inbound. They will come to reach out to you, but this is a way, right? You get to deal with agencies who are working with Myra, who are handling influencer marketing, who are handling the influencer marketing. So, but here's the catch. Brands will usually try to lower your price. Now, the other way is social media, right? You can just message them on social media with your cold email. I mean, you can customize it on cold DMs. So now, I think I went fast, but I want to emphasize what truly matters when it comes to brand deals. Brands are always going to negotiate you down. So it's very important to show somehow authority and stay to your fucking guns. Stay to your fucking guns, especially if you've collaborated in the past and you know that you can bring value, you can bring views to these brands. You need to stay to your price. If you say $1,000 and they say $200, try to renegotiate. Don't just accept. They'll say this is our budget. Stay to your fucking guns. The least you can say is $800, and that's it. So they'll always try to negotiate you down. They are fucking rich. They have a lot of money to spend. But why not spend less? So they are going to try this if you fall for this. And if you fall for this, guess what that means? You're a low value creators. You're too needy for that money. And that's how it's going to be. They will never going to pay you what you're truly worth. So you need to say sometimes no. But if you are a creator just starting out with brand deals, you can accept this. You have to play by their own cards in the beginning if you haven't made any brand deals. So you can build your own portfolio, right? But if you have, and you already have a media kit with brands you've collaborated with, stay true to your prices. If, let's say, here's another negotiation trick. It has usually worked for me. If you want to close $1,000 deal, start negotiating from $1,500. Like, start negotiating from $1,500. Start negotiating from there, because they're going to try to negotiate you down. Because if you say 1,000, they'll say 500. If you say 100, 500, they'll say like 700. So this is how you meet in the middle on the 1,000, because this is what you were trying to basically get, right? $1,000. So try to start negotiating from, not from a lower perspective, but from a higher perspective, from a higher place. Start negotiating from there. Now you'll have some messages, right? And as I said, inbound, outbound, and after you have some deals, you create your own media kit. It's like a portfolio with you can basically send to brands with your pricing, with work you've done for other brands, and yeah. And then you got the deal. What you have to do? You have to deliver, right? But you're looking for conversion. You get a response, and then they are going to try to negotiate, because if they are interested, they are going to collaborate with you. They might ask you for your media kit. They might ask you about your audience, genders, and insights. You send them and you negotiate basically what I was basically talking, and then you close them. You close usually through emails. And after you close the deal, what you have to do? They usually send a creative brief where you basically follow their rules on creating content, on creating sponsored content, right? And what you need to know: try to deliver as much quality content as possibly can, because it is important, because if you do a good job, they'll come to you again, or they'll want to work with you again. And if they want to work with you again after the first collab, it's very easy to increase the price, because that means that they got the results from your collab. They got what they were looking. You need to act fast. Brands love fast. If you close a deal, try to deliver as fast as possible. And as I said, without lowering the quality, because you don't really need to deliver fast a shitty video, for example, because this is what you're going to basically make about them, a video, a carousel, depending on what they're looking to get. And then you make the video, you send them to review the video, and then after they review the video, basically they say if they need you to change something or not, and if not, you set a date to post on your social media channels. And after posting, everything is done, you get paid, and boom, this is a process basically. And after you get paid basically, and after you finish the collab, don't forget to reach out to these brands every 2 months. Reach out with a new offer. Look, I have a bundle offer. I collaborated with this brand this month and I helped them make this much money, and I have this idea for you, and I have this idea for you, and if we make a bundle collab and you are going to get this, reach out with a new offer. Every 2 months, the brands you've already collaborated with, because it's going to be easier to sell to them. It's easy to sell to people you've already sold to. So this also applies to brands. And this will be the easiest money you'll ever make. And if you come with an interesting angle or with an interesting offer, they are going to accept again. Especially if you are fast and you delivered quality content. Then, if you didn't close, you can always follow up. Make a database of emails of brands, let's say of AI companies, you've basically had a conversation with. Follow up with a new offer. Follow up, because they might not be ready to work with you. They might be not ready to work with you when you were talking to them, but they might be now. So always follow up. There's a saying that says the money is in follow up, and that's absolutely true. I've got dozens of deals in the follow up messages, on the follow up emails. So this is something you need to do. So basically, this is the system that changed my life. And yeah, I think this is it. I mean, there are some tricks you can use, but yeah, definitely, if you are interested and if you're struggling to get brand deals, I can definitely help you. Just send me a message or comment into this video, and I'll help you basically make content a full living income just from brand deals, without selling anything to anyone, just posting video on social media. And you can even make more than that, you know. It really depends on your niche, on how engaged is your audience. So if you need improvement to make money just with this, just send me a DM or comment into this video and I'll be happy to assist you. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.